Hello there, subscribers, returning viewers, and new subscribers and new viewers. Thank you for all the views on the shorts and all the comments. They're absolutely fantastic. I really appreciate all the stories of your musical journeys that you are telling me. And if you've discovered me, there's long form videos in your news feed. Please subscribe. It helps YouTube find the correct algorithm and audience for my videos. Today is Tuesday, so this is the last of the long form videos that I do. I do 3 long form videos a week, and sometimes an extra one. You never know, you might get an extra one this week. And the long form videos that I do are what have I been listening to, where you'll find out all the other music that I do listen to. And then on Mondays we do an Elvis Presley review, and today is Tuesday, so we're reviewing the Beatles, and we're doing the 1980s pressings of the Beatles CDs, and we're with this one, Help, and I listened to it this morning, and it's absolutely fantastic. And I listened to it last night on the headphones and on the iPlayer, and the mix that they have on the iPlayer is the 2009 mix from the 2009 box set mix, and I have to say that the difference is night and day. This is very good. There's nothing wrong with this mix. If you have this in your collection, please keep it. Don't get rid of it. It's absolutely a fine mix, but the difference is night and day. And we do have a physical copy of the 2009 mix, but we'll get around to that when we get around to all the Beatles CDs on in the 2009 digipack format. But we're concerned with this one today, and the catalog number is CDP 7464392, and the typos, they're not too bad. They're legible, as they say, and readable. And the track listing is as follows: Help, The Night Before, you've got the Hide Your Love Away, I Need You, Another Girl, You're Going to Lose That Girl, Ticket to Ride, Act Naturally, It's Only Love, You Like Me Too Much, Tell Me What You See, I Just Seen a Face, Yesterday, and Dizzy Miss Lizzie. And what's kind of funny about this album is kind of thinking of this one, Beatles for Sale. It follows a similar format. There's country songs on it, and there's rockabilly songs on it. You have Act Naturally, and you have Dizzy Miss Lizzie on it as well. And this doesn't get the same stick as this one for some reason. And it's the second movie. First movie, they wrote all their own songs, and the first album that they did write all their own songs. And then in the second movie, they followed the formula that was on the 3 studio albums. But it's a fantastic album, and if you don't have this in your collection, you should. You really should. And my favourites on this, all of them really. There's not one bad song on this album. I love Ringo's Act Naturally, and I love Dizzy Miss Lizzie, and of course Yesterday, and Ticket to Ride, and Help. And as I've said many times before, Help was the first single I ever played on a turntable, so that's for the record. And this one is printed in the UK. There you go. And again, if you have it in your in your record collection, this pressing, don't get rid of it. Very good mix, and you can have amplifiers that kind of up the volume and all that sort of trickery. But this is good. This is really good. Nothing wrong with this mix whatsoever. But to continue on with our Beatles for Sale kind of thing, as I said, this is similar, very similar. Country rockabilly, and their own stuff, and following that lineup. And I did get in the post yesterday the Carl Perkins rockabilly sessions with Ringo and George Harrison and Eric Clapton and Dave Edmunds and Roseanne Cash and one or two Jerry Lee Lewis and Roy Orbison. And this is absolutely fantastic. If you don't have this in your collection, It's just fantastic. It's a great companion piece to this album. And then what's also a very, very good companion piece as well is these two. They're kind of Beatles, not solo projects, but kind of Beatles projects with guests, Beatles and guests, I would call this, and kind of almost one supergroup and almost a supergroup, and it's just absolutely fantastic. This has rockabilly stuff in it as well, has South American Latino stuff kind of mixed in with it as well, and it's an absolute classic album. George Harrison, of course, is in this one, and he is in this one along with Ringo Starr. And of course, I'll also include this album. With this album, both are absolutely fantastic. And I've also been listening to After I listened to Help, I put on this one, John and Yoko. And this is a great album. It's a little bit odd if you're not used to it, if you haven't heard it. Mainly kind of the Japanese stuff with Yoko, but it's kind of gives it its own charm and its own quirk. And I highly recommend. I picked it up for about £6 or something like that in the local, not charity shop, the local record shop. And yeah, I quite enjoy it. And I'll probably get the rest of the John Lennon songs or albums as well, and over time. And the one I'm really rooting to get is the rock and roll album, and I have seen it in the shops before, but I wasn't too sure about it. But now that I know what it is, I'm on keeping an eye out for it. So that would be my next purchase. And a little bit of a nod to Paul McCartney as well, Sir Paul. This one, I picked this one up for £1 in the charity shop, and an absolutely fantastic player. If you're on a subscription service, please give it a listen. It is absolutely fantastic. So I'll give the Beatles Help 1000%. Highly recommended. It's a fantastic soundtrack. The movie, maybe a bit kind of, maybe their Elvis movie, I don't know. What I would have liked to see with the movie is if they kind of just had all the song bits in the movie and put that on a video. That would have been helpful, I suppose. And again, Ringo, the star of the movie, as I said before, Ringo thought of the title of It's a Hard Day's Night. He's the main star in the second movie, and of course we all know the Yellow Submarine is Ringo again. And I would also recommend look up on YouTube The Magic Christian, Ringo Starr and Peter Sellers. An absolutely fantastic movie. If you stuck out till the end of this video, why, thank you ever so much. You've been an absolutely fantastic audience, and if you want to support what I do here, please go over to stephengoggin.com. I have videos up there that are not on this site, and they're only £1. So thank you ever so much, and we will look forward to talking to you in our next video, which will be next Sunday, but you never know. I could put up an extra video between now and then.